Good evening. Welcome back for those coming back and all on replays. Hey, we hope you stay. I know. We're back into Final Fantasy this week. For those who've been basically waiting for it, it's like, holy, really? Yeah. It's like, I know. It's been a bit of a thing, but that's because I had extra maintenance because there were actually boss fight problems with the whole Alliance raid. There were. So with that, I think we should get over to it because who wants to hang out here? I know your normal spots, aren't you? Oh, absolutely. So what's the point, what you're up to now? Well, we still have technically the occult to basically bash out for stuff. That's true, we do. As we can see, the expert dungeons will have basically Underkeep and Miso Terminal. So doing those a few times there, the level caps will now include all our wonderful things. The field station, this, that, and Alexandria. High-level dungeons are all our bonus. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 dungeons, of course. Levelings. Paying ourselves well. And Alliance raids paying very well. So just back to daily grind? Nothing specific on the grind at the moment, I will admit. It's like, technically we still have a cult to do, and technically we still have some space stuff to do up here on the moon. I love the fact you just point to it. It's like, hey, up here on the moon, we gotta grind some more stuff. Yep. The next major thing release will basically be the Hildebrand, and it should also be the Deep Dungeon, the new Deep Dungeon. So when that hits, that's going to be the primary thing for the evening. Pretty close. It'll be doing runs in that to get yourself up to the max. Seeing about, oh, do you want the weapon when it's sort of glowy one stage, or wait till it turns into the second stage and then extract it, but reducing the total overall of, you know, your strength, so you have to do more runs and some more runs on that. But, you know, it's a glowing book. Yeah. We'll have to see. It's like, it's a yellow glowing book. Now it's a red glowing book with things on it. Yeah. So it'll be, you know, a bright this, and now it's this in Heaven on High. Not a lot of people ran, like I said, Eureka Orthos. And my personal take on that goes back to its location. Let me bring up the maps. Oops, the maps, you goofable. So if I bring up Black Shroud, and specifically I bring up here. See, this is where the first deep dungeon is, right next to Quarry Mill. So you can teleport right here and wait here. Right? You go to the second one that was released out here in Othard. And again, it's right here is the deep dungeon, and here's where you are. And it's like all the traders and stuff, so it's just teleport straight here. Expensive, but there. Eureka Orthos, on the other hand, dropped out in Mordona, and it's actually through a door here, and then you have to manually, right, this gateway here, you can't fly from here to here. So you have to teleport here, fly across the entire region to this gateway, through the doorway, on foot to here, and then it does its thing here. Everyone else, if it was right here, or that, it'd be a thing. I'm gonna go over to Reverend's Toll, because I can. See, there's not even like a shortcut that gets out here. So that's why it's one of the longest wait times for all of these deep dungeons, in my opinion. They need to change this aetheryte to basically allow for super speed travel over here. Right? So like there's a mini aetheryte here, and you can just go from here straight to here. And from here straight back for free. If they did that, I could see this becoming more popular. Okay, okay. Oh, hey, here we are. Many new players? Oh, we got a monk on new. Been a while. Not that big of a while, but it's been a while. Void Arc serums. The first in the whole villagem where we ate. Beat the Anzu. I know it's not quite electrope, but it sort of has a feel to it that way, don't it? To a degree. Whole dark and purple lines. Far more Gige Geiger, though. For the whole Alien franchise, if you would. Good times? Always good times. Just don't stand behind the buffer. Oh, the good times. Oh, the terrible times. Symbiosis. I forget that one. Chances are it's the... Yeah, I thought so. It's a triple split. It's gonna come back and forth, fly over the area and bomb it. Giant flying electric skate. But you don't run right in. Ba-ba-da-da. Nice. into this somewhere darkly horrorscape. Electrical lights sort of not quite working. Coffins everywhere. Ow. Screw you. Gotta kill 3 Marlboros here. Never mind. We're good. Port ventilation. Like doing the whole thing with Ultima and Omega, and you're like, oh. Out. It's like, way too many Dunscaith comes back. Some people are like, well, we played 11. I didn't. Did not. I did not. Vulnerable to magic attacks. No, 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 not the Slimers. All mages have to be on here. Mucus spray. Your magic casters. So all the physical DPS have to be targeting. Ah, interesting. Get in behind! Here he goes. All for a few tickets. A few tickets more. I know. It'll basically be a grind for a little bit. Dailies and all that. Like I said, there's no wrong reason for doing it. No. I can do it with the extra daily tokens, making sure I get my 3 sets all set. At least, you know, 1 tanking set, 1 healing set. This one, of course, be advanced. Yeah. All the gear guiles are down. We definitely came up with some beautiful designs about those magic circles. Move to the forecastle, forecastle. Absolutely honked on all of them. I'm gonna get Fubar in a moment. Coolin'. Hey, you're not supposed to let them suck up the guys. Best to drag them out of the area entirely. I res the... Is it funny? Oh, wake up the dragoon. Come on. Oh, kidding, huh? It's not a hard fight, annoying fight. I know, you just ran right across, didn't care. Nope, I don't care. It did not split them, and it shows. You get this when you get the teams. They're not apart. There we go. Gotta keep them apart. If you don't, well, that's what you get. She's gonna jump up in a moment, isn't she? Not that I know this fight inside and out. At least this one, not the savage one. Oh, I'm gonna split. Oh! Oh, someone's gonna feel shit about that one. Apart. It's like you see the line between them, it's still not there. Nice work. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Pass, pass, greedy on the glute. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, that's true. It probably does. Squeaky bastard. I know. I had to change chairs. The other one died. It's the backup chair while the other one's being delivered. Comes for the hunt. Don't want to turn it into a daily grind. Now I gotta head to Tulliola quickly. You do? I do. I don't believe how much you move until you move to a chair that's like squeaks all the time. It's just like, So it's like, crap, I didn't realize I moved that much around in my chair. Like, what are we going for? We're going to go check what the nuts get for today. Mm-hmm. What the nuts get? What the nuts get? I know. It's 300 though. You know, don't spend what you don't have to. Hunt vendor. Okay, so Atomos, identification, he, Bracos, blue coat cat, blah blah blah. Twine, glaze, twine, glaze. 3,000 nuts and 2,000 nuts. So those will also get you? Yeah, those will also get you. Dun dun dun. What are the elite ones hunting? 100 sack of nuts for the Kupikawa. Alright. What are the dailies for? 15. 15. 15. Right? Yeah. So if you hunted down all of them, then it's 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 75 for that one. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 20 there. So that was with that. That's 95. And then 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, 15. We had 95. That's 110. And then an extra 100 for the week. Ugh. So just leave it at 110. You need 3,000 of them. Fun, isn't it? All that is undiscovered on Theros will be the work of centuries. Nervous and eager to set sail. I now finally understand a little what you understand when you boarded the ship for Tehran. Indeed. Like, relax anytime you want. Up here, leaders. Tis a thing. So you get 1 twine for 4 books, and I don't know how many books you get from the Savage runs. That's true, I don't. But let's assume it's a few. Okay. So it'll take a few Savage runs to get that. Yeah. And until the place is on farm. Oh, Eden. All right. Evening. Team, we have 2 new tanks. Good times then. Yielded his Solar in the stage, now wants to do his Astrologe, and it's a fair comment. A little slow on that shield. Get everyone I can with Phoenix Feather. For the heal. Oh, this is the wrong time for this spell set. And Pookie got completely evolved about. Unfortunately, I used my... Now for the trippy march. The world as it once was, perhaps. Which, knowing the actual thing of this, is kind of funny. Yeah. Welcome to the runs. R. Oh, you need to find out what it was. Mm-hmm. Then there's technically the nuts you can get from... Morvrant. Yep. I also think you can get some more nuts from Narlia. Sack of nuts for the last 3 groups. So it should be the... Yeah. 15s for theirs. Alright, so the same thing here. So you got 110 from here, 110 there, 110 there. That's 310 a day. I'm going to exclude the extra 300 for a week. 300 a day. Yep. That would take 10 days for each twine. I mean, in addition to the coins, it was definitely a good step. Oh, yeah. In addition to the coins, absolutely. Right? Yeah. See, if you wound up with a big old stack pile. This. What do we... Oh, you. Okay. Think. Viewing cutscene, viewing cutscene, viewing cutscene. Expect wipes on this one. We're on the bleeding edge of it, so... Some people play the new class for each release.
You are bound by the limits of flesh. It will betray you.
Been there, done that. Someone else had it, and I didn't work so well out for them.
Drag them to their graves. There. Do you not see? Death is upon you.
Yeah.
Perhaps this. Kill them. Bothersome. Kill them. Fear compounds fear, eroding your strength. I will reduce you to ether.
Build it up.
die for me now. Accepting death is the greatest sin a life can commit.
I would disagree with that one, but yeah, okay, whatever.
The endless darkness engulfs you.
And into the light we go.
Still alive. But there are ways to change that. There. Those who do not resist death deserve it.
Okay, one is that. 2. 3 is donut. 4 is circle.
I am prepared for you.
Odds are donuts, evens are inbounds.
Kill them. Fight if you must. There. You struggle in vain.
Darn it.
Once the terror takes root, it will only continue to grow.
I did not catch that one. I don't know what that is.
Kill them.
Gamble. Good gamble. 50-50 on it. I know there's 2 more in the Savage.
Fear compounds fear, eroding your strength.
Here we go again.
I will reduce you to ether.
Kill these!
Those who do not resist death deserve it.
Donut. One is donut. Okay, evens and odds. Evens in. I'm sorry, evens are, yeah.
I am prepared
circles. Top rotation. GG. Oh, but I don't care. Let's do this. I imagine you would one day become the savior of our star. Nope, I was just that ugly guy from Eorzea, the absolute barbarian guy they were trying to sneak in. Ain't that funny when that's that way? Do these a few times? Absolutely. Get some hands on getting used to doing it again. Wow, 11 minutes for that one? Really? That's fine then. $8.22. I know, it's barely been an hour. We have absolutely blitzed 3 of them. What's the front line today? You honestly don't care. Nope, I just know there's some that are a little bit this. Neon pink elephant cat. Oh, these two are playing concert again. Right. Ah. Right, so the twins. I don't remember when I first saw his name, I thought, oh, god damn it. Because, you know, I didn't quite catch the colors the first time, because this was really my first sort of thing. Come out here, spot this guy. It's like, who the hell? You know, it's like, guy looks like he just smacked his face on the keyboard to get his name. Turns out it's actually an NPC. It's just like, okay, someone designer smacked their face on the keyboard to get his name. Old Skyf. You know, it's like, oh, that's terrible. Ain't it, though? Oopsie. Clicked out of the window. I wouldn't drive an amount like this in the PvP zone. Nope. Standard bikes? Yeah. Flappy wings? Sure, that's not a problem. The actual new mount that's available from the shop? No, I wouldn't ride that either. Or anything that's particularly glowy sparkly. Not because this. It's going to catch you. You know. If you're doing something that is... Keep him out of the way for a while. Ooh, that was almost terrible. So a group of red broke off before their thing finished. Alright, there we go. Red's still well in the lead. Okay. Where are you guys going? Shouldn't we be coming in behind here and striking the back end of red? As we got yellow closing in on us. pushing with the team. I think... I don't know. We're in strike range, so we're not, like, terribly well off. Or terribly screwed up. Oh, I got hit with a slipstream, so I backed up. You got hit with a slipstream, so you backed up. Yeah, pretty much. You know, small mounts that don't attract attention, good mounts. How the hell Red managed to run that far? I don't know. Oh, I guess he didn't. We're about to wind up being targeted here. Yeah, yellow's definitely... What are they up to? Doodle-doo-doo-doo. That fat finger works quite well. Back it up. Oh yeah, back it up big time. I'm not gonna let you get that damage in there. Right amount of instigation. Yeah. I don't know how I didn't get him with that, but I didn't get him with that. The guard's not going to work with this. It's guard break. Wear off, wear off. There we go. Cost them. Oh, here comes yellow. Not giving really a chance to push out from our stuff, guys. Attacked us a little too quickly for that one. Viper tried to run backwards, but he didn't realize he was running through my worm wave. Still, amazed at how much damage they can take sometimes. Really am. Hey, our team won. Just 10 assists. That's okay. They working together. GG Ice Lickers. I don't know. I think it's just because those two are hyper aggressive, to be honest. Every time we went to push out from our things, we were fighting a defensive fight every time. It's like, I was gonna go out now. Can't go out, no. Gotta go out, no. Gotta go out, no. So they kind of forced you in on everything. Yeah, pretty much. So really, it's their fault, but it kind of worked that way. We never had a chance to overextend and get caught. Not like they did. Eh. Couple good drops of your bird, maybe. Couple of this. I don't think so. Right? I would hold down saying I didn't do great on that. That's me. Right? I never rate my performance as great. It's like, oh no, it's just, yeah, that guy over there. I've always been a mid player when it comes to most things. Know enough to be good, not practiced enough to be great. Good on the technical knowledge, but lacking the actual combat experience. Most of the time. Most of the time. The few times that's actually been the case of good on both, it has caused mischief. It's when a class causes mischief, I should say. When a class causes mischief, that's when I'm having fun. Yeah. But I agree with what they do with PvP in here. Right? High control over everything. Aw. Ugh. I can probably forego you on this run. You on that run. Anus. Rogue. Thaumaturge. Mission Affinity. There's a maximum 100% chance to get bonus skill. Company seals. Crystal clusters. I'm not even the one I want. Gladiator or Raw Archer. Well, we'll try for that. Can't hurt. Cannot hurt. What's the worst I'm going to get? They failed the mission. Can you get all three? Sometimes. Most of the time, it's a no. We'll call Kali. Hmm. I don't know. It'll be the fight. Quite entirely possible. Like I said, I could do some more practice. Oh no, it isn't. Ah, we've got Tuesday with us too. But it's only Monday. They're still loading in. There they are. Tuesday. And Harleen Quinn. Oh, fair enough. Blonde with a single ponytail. As a ninja? That works. Rogue, ninja. Quinzel's not exactly here, my gentleman. Oh boy. One of those pups holes, is it?
Access hatch nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
Sandworm. There's a big difference between dropping 14,000s to only 3,000s. It do, don't it? Just think, from level 60 to 100, we've increased our damage by... on the AoE from 3,000 to 10,000.
You'll have to deal with it to continue on.
So it goes from 9,000 to our thing, and then this. Almost got worried I was going to get pegged there. Friggin' cricket.
Access hatch and head inside.
Read. I know it doesn't look that big on the outside. Definitely got, you know, most places in this game are all TARDIS technology. I mean, you can see the size of some of those windows. You're like, oh, yeah, that's how big that is. Yeah, no. Truthfully, it would be much, much bigger compared to how big we saw inside of it.
Was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level.
Well, yeah, I see what you mean.
The war the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them. It's upsetting to think that Preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's jammed communication. Stay alert.
It's a fun day. I would have thought I was gonna get the miso terminal, not this one. You did?
So, you have come.
Oh, I
Let
forgot.
us measure
That's
your
that fight.
strength.
I do like having that ready for that. I do. Must admit, it is one of my favorite things to do. It's like, that's the first thing, and help with that first sort of. Imagine standing still in an entire fight and never getting hit. Oh, the boss's moves. Because you just happen to stand in the right spot. Yeah, Quinzel is not familiar with the fight. That's okay. I wasn't at one point either. Fish! I must admit, I do prefer rezzing over letting the healer do it.
That was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
We're gonna do a fight here, or are we gonna do the... Oh, good. I do like the fight right here. Right? Personally, if I'm tanking, I would have the fight here. Maybe... I know some people say, like, right here on the stair. Right? That's not bad either. But there's no point to drag this fight all the way up there. Not in my opinion. Right? People have to have a fight right in front of the door. That's what I figured the tank would want to pull up. The trick is, like I said, it isn't that it's this. The sheer number of ranged enemies are actually not that common. Right? Because they're not that common. I mean, they were more common in the previous thing, which meant you really didn't want to pull your ranged enemies much further than you had to. Because they didn't want to go with it. You know, it's the ice sprites in the castle, it's... Actually, there was quite a few of them, I think about it. There was, wasn't there?
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
Ooh, goody. Call me weird.
This
Ah, I
machine
don't like
has
that.
long guarded these crumbling halls.
It's actually a fairly long cutscene, too.
How will you handle this?
Ow, dumbass.
Let us introduce more weaponry. Let us see what this yields. Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability. Still alive. How unfortunate. For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
How unfortunate of me not to think about how you are doing.
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
Yeah, I happen to be your friend +1. Quinn the Mark. And it was a 35. Oh well. It's not a terrible thing. Nope. More materia for your pile. More materia for the pile. That's my island. What else is on the list? I mean, my currency currently says 322 this week. It's not bad. Nope, we can earn... It is Monday, so it resets tomorrow. Resets in 4 hours and 52 minutes. Like, oh, that's when the timer flips over? That's when the timer flips over. Like, ah. So you try to get what I can from here. I know I could work on this stuff if I wanted to. Yeah, who cares about that one? Definitely got to spend some script, though. Did the raid, did the front line, and I'm walking into the cliff instead of over here where the path is, because I do this all the time. I know, you could sprint, I could. You could jog, I could. Front of that almost looks like it needs to be carved into something. You already got a pile of those. I know. Why did... I don't know. Just keep converting them into that, because I have no need for the other item. And why do you keep doing it, then? I don't know. Honest answer, I don't have an answer. So leveling is 8 minutes. For 20. High is this. That doesn't give me any. Main scenario, which I don't... That and that. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just stay with 8. Think there'll be another increase to this? I don't know. I honestly couldn't give you an answer. I mean, I could see something like this piece here being frackin' leveled. For, I don't know, additional field, perhaps? Maybe this part here taken out for additional, you know, we got top, middle, bottom, and then, of course, this is the side for more animals. That could technically become more field, or back here for another bunch of field. Like, oh, this area here. This area here could quite, you know, level this piece, flatten this piece over here. Do a thing here. Easily fit a 1 and a 2, probably. Or have it cross this, like, cross this way from over there to over here. Yep. Maybe this cleaned up to put another one of these monument things on it. I don't think it could do there. But definitely this spot here could be cleaned for another monument. I don't think it'd be for a workshop or a granary, but it could be for like a... You could put another granary in, and you could put another, you know, this or lighthouse or whatever you've got. Mm-hmm. Imagine inviting the Scions here themselves. Well, let me see. Well, I can see. Let's go with the dudes first. It's like with Thancred and Urianger, Alphino, um, Graha. I could see them enjoying just, some volleyball on the beach, drinks, especially with Thancred's concept of that. Might be a little grumpy that the ladies aren't here for him to hit on. This, yep, you brought ladies. I could see Kryle being interested in some of the cave elements. Gola would probably basically just be lounging, writing. I could see that. Enjoying some time on the beach writing book. Alize would probably be romping around the pirate side thing. It's, pirates. It's nothing to fight on the island, but, probably petting tigers or something similar. I like how technically, I know there's one on the bloom right now. Technically, this is the corpse flower. There was one starting to bloom again. So it was being broadcast because it takes forever to come up with this. The world's largest flower, and it stinks. It relies on flies to do the pollination. There's one over there, and there's one over here, and it'd just be like, maybe there'd be a piece here where Alize's like, oh, and Alphino's having a giggle at it. For that to be brought abruptly short. Coconuts. I know. Like, you're waiting for this. I should head over to Gold Saucer thinking about it. I should. Nice coat. I guess the concert's over. Came to do a piece and they've done it and now they're off. If they do the deep dungeon at Lyra Len, that's what I'm guessing where it's going. It's something to do with the Baylands. Then yeah, I'll sign on for one or two. Hide. No, you don't need. Ugh. Practice, practice, practice. Don't trust the recommendation. Yeah, I don't think I've won with the proper recommendation. Ain't that fun? Hmm. Oh, the days and oh, the nights and all the things in between. It always takes up to 3. Giant sabo tender, you know, mount. It's like a giant target. It's just like, I don't know what that guy is. Bullseye him. So I said, wouldn't do that. I have to head over to the wolf thing as well. That's true. I should see what's there. There are new stuff. There is. There is. Ooh. Claim that. Right, blue and red gob tanks would be nice. Maybe I'll get up to 25 this time. Yeah. I'll just do the dailies with it, though. Really? Yeah. I don't have a reason to do anything other than that. Checking. Dance pole. Billiard table. Oh, someone else in here as well. Just gives a nice break up for everything. All right. So the recommended is going to say this. All right, so let's take a look at the 3. An 8, 6, that's, or 8, 4, that's not bad. 7, 6, this. Okay, I can't argue with that. Nope. The 1 and the 2. Okay, so this is 7, 6 here, 6, 6 there, 7, 7. That's not bad. It does mean I have only a 5, 5, 2, 2. Okay, I can work with that. So I have a triple on here, triple on there. Technically only a double here, but a triple there, double here. Technically only a double here. I don't count 6s and lowers. So, and that's not really a triple. I actually think that's a better option. I agree with this. I agree with that. I think that's the actual better option. Honeybee, Stella Kifune. They're up first. Okay. We'll play my 2 card to take their 1 card. Okay. Okay. I'll use the fact that I can take with the 6 and block with the 9. Block with the 7. They haven't used their ace card. There's their ace card. Up. Well done. Well played. Hello, Nell. Opponents have been paired up for the next round. We'll see if they win their hand. Yay! Alright, I'm not first. Ooh, okay. That is a very powerful play. I don't really have anything I can play to knock that out. I can take that, though. Okay. Damn it. It's a draw. Oh no. Got him on the last because they only had a 4. I thought it was going to be a draw. Where's the Stella one? Hey! Always root for the players. So I'm up against Prideful Stag. Against Green Hands. Alright, let us play. There first. Aha! I outschmotted you. Six and 3. For Stella. Win! 4 points, 2 captures. Nice. That puts them in second place. Let's have a look at their full deck. So they got a corner. And this is the card they chose, which is only a... Okay, so 3s were chosen on their own. So they chose this on their own. 2s and 1 were together. So they picked this one and just accepted that. And these two were together as well. So they chose two cards over that. This was a 3, a 2, pretty good 2. Not a bad 3, just not a great 3. Single attacker here, and well, we get gold cards. Challenge complete. Come on in, it's open. Maybe I can get one more round? One more round? One more round! Why not? It's like ocean fishing. Oops, too fast. $900. Not bad. Can't argue. I seem pretty silly if I do. That kicked off on the 5th, went to the 12th. But technically it ends at 2 a.m. So this Tuesday. Number of MGP found in this. Gold turn 4th to 6th total tournament champions card. Place in the top 20, gift of 1,000. Oh, bonus platinum triad card. Fixed set of advanced rules. Uh-huh. Oh, and you can only... I didn't catch that. Round 1 to 3, the draft. Okay. Hit the recommended. What do we have? Okay, 999 versus Ace corner versus this. Okay. 677, alright, versus 768. I agree with this one. This is very good. Very good number 3 card. Pretty awesome there. Okay, they're saying take the 99 with a 4, 7 here. 6 with a 978. That's only gonna strike a 6. Okay. So I can't disagree. I don't disagree with this. It's just this card here. So I do this and take 2 corner cards. Actually, I like this corner card, and I think I can fight that. So I will confirm this. It is a full recommend. We'll see if we can play it. Miles Almond. And Apoletia. Alright, I'm on first. I'll play that. It's high enough it's going to force them to play a 3 or higher card to deal with it. I can't just hit it with a 1 or 2. And that's sort of a rough one to hit with. It is, isn't it? So they played out a 4 right there. All right. Really want to play that. I'll play this. Okay. Let's play that. I can recover that. Mm-hmm. They play something here, I can play this here. Thank you. Yay. We're the only table that drew. It means I'm against one of the winners. And they'll be against one of this, so... Oh no, I'm gonna get into Portia. Against one of the people who have lost. Okay, okay. I would have thought they were playing against this. Very Jackie jacket with the collar. Alright. Play the top corner again. Intriguing. Kind of a waste to play those cards, isn't it? It is. Okay. Not much I can do there. He was playing for that. He figured that? I figured he played me into the corner. Right when he went where he went, it was like obvious he's playing for something. It's like he's playing for something. I know he is. It's okay. I went with the recommended one. Like, pretty much. I won't lose all of them. You do lose a number of the ones you start with, though. I do. Interesting. Got Chanel. Both in the same jacket, though. We'll take 2 captures there. There's our other person here. 5 and 2. They got a draw. I got 3 and 1. So this match here will determine it. So they got 5 and 2, 5 and 2. I got 3 and 1. They got 5 and 3. So the NPCs win. 3 of Hearts takes the win. We'll take a look at the top 3 decks because they're not mine. Alright, let's take a look at this one. So we have 8 this with a 6. Okay, corner card. Single striker, not terrible. That. A single with this. I don't think that deck is overly powerful. So they had the ace, ace, 4, 4. I had 9, 9, 9, 2. So if I took the top 2 cards, I'd still lose a card. That's true. That's the one card they didn't play too easily. So single shot, triple, terrible. And this is sort of a 6/6. So that's not that great a card either. I wouldn't have thought. Oh. 3 silvers. Oh, wait, did I do this one? No, I didn't. Alright, let's more about this. Fix this. We play a set number of matches per tournament. Make sure every battle counts. Right. Titan, Sith, Kobold. For 700. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. No, no, it isn't. What kind of mischief trouble can you get into? Oh, plenty. Plenty, I say. Ooh, Air Force One. Not really pushing for it. No, no, I'm not actually pushing for it, am I? Nope. Back to Limsa, we'll head down to the docks. I know, it's gone down to 9 minutes. That's okay. Still love their jacket. This is a bit loud, perhaps. Bright orange, neon green, orange, pink. It's definitely a case of, I want people to notice me. Well, congratulations, you have been noticed. What am I doing? So just that. Yeah, like I said, that sort of trick at Morabi. Or sorry, at Mordona. That Reverence Toll. Would be more than enough to get everything sorted in my books. Bring Eureka Orthos up online? It would, it would. Right, have people attuned to it, and then they can just basically ether right between the two. I wouldn't care if you had to pay 100 to get over there, to be honest. I think people would. I think a free one would be far better, because then you would go to more donut and then just to the actual thing. Wait, you're not where I want to go. Doing it again. I just went there. Yes, you did. I want to go down here to this ferry. I knew the moment I tried for it would be like this. Remember, I have to... Ah, very stoic, very straightforward, very this. The dress is very much Stola's. Or very close to a Stola look. Not that we have an issue with that. Nope. So our healer is of level, right? They're not italicized, so they're not been de-leveled for the area. With the reduction in AoE, you see there's a bit of a... I know. Right. Doesn't really affect the boss fights too much, but it does. some tail. No trouble. I'll just keep my shields up. Be good. Doodly-doodly-doo. Hit the wall. Ah, invisible wall. Like going down the chute, so like. We didn't even try to hit them with anything else. Nah. Just to get this going. There's always a lot of loot in leveling dungeons. There is? Mm-hmm. It's to make sure everyone gets the gear for the next sort of zone, if you would. Burger Metal Ground. Yeah, there was a BRB in there. No! The tank was on BRB. Yeah, the tank was on BRB, and then someone fired up, and I just went with it. Just like, yeah, no, we're going. So if you could have survived that tank buster, it would have been funny. I would have needed my shield, my heal, and also to add this up. It's fine. It's fine. Happens. Not a problem. And if you know you can't Like, there's no reason to fight up the hill. Fight here. You're okay with that? I think this is where we start running into the weird door pathways. I think you can only fight these guys. I don't think there's another group to fight until we get across the sky bridge type thing. Which makes this just fine. Yeah, see? So, fight them there, fight them up here. Doesn't matter. Don't attack once we land. So it'll be pull here down to here. See? Keep that. Burn the bird. Burn the bird. Perfectly lined. Perfect line. I'm gonna mask for a better Phoenix. Cast that one. I like how almost everyone sure cast that. Love it. GG. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. You don't just care. I do not just care. We'll just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, let's have a look here. Universal Gear 2. It was Universal Gear 1 that yeah, that was the... Okay, so we got critical hit stuff. Okay, that is a beanie. Not my thing. Interesting sleeves, I'll give it that. Yeah, no. Oh, the boots. What the f... no. Okay, I'm just gonna leave tour. So the A's are definitely out. Okay. It's a jawbone style thing, because that's sitting on the jawbone. Okay, I'm okay with that headset. I disagree with the leather arms, but that's me, that's me. It's nothing that can't be hidden, but even then, not a big one on it. Oh, the gloves. Gloves are pretty okay. Pants. Pants are clean. But the pants are clean. When you get a knee-high boot, you sort of lose the half color here. There can either wear a boot, then it comes up like a gaiter or something like that. Oh, and they are that kind of boot anyway. Yeah, why not? Just a base thing different. Okay, I'm do that. No, I don't go with stuff with the transparent nylon. False nails. Get new. Cargo trousers. Actually, I'm okay with those. I like the darker ones. How are the shoes? Clean. Straight black. Go with that? Yeah. Works. And of course there's Universal Gear 2. We have armors like that. The only advantage this has is this is dyeable. Okay, so that's the pauldrons and that. And the other color? The glow. Alright. All right, that's very knightly. Okay, so 2 sets of tank gear there. All right, that's cool. They did add new stuff here, so it's good to have a look. They're still down to Lake Allegan. That's not bad. Pair of high-tech sneakers. Probably come through here. You will. Once you sort of deal with the, have that, have that. Du-du. Some of these faded copies you seem to be missing, but I can fight with that. Alright, so I can start worrying about getting gear out from there, or swapping them for wolf collars for this. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. More and more, more and more. I know. So, all in all, not a bad one. Not a bad one? No. We run this way round to the Fisher's Guild. As I can. You're just burning time. Damn straight. All the goodies. Taking notes. I must admit, if you're given young legs and young knees, you'd probably jump off of that every time. Older people would always walk around for the stairs. Well, it's a half-body drop, and that's rough on the knees continuously. Like, why do you always take the stairs? There's enough places I gotta jump off of as it is. How many of these dungeons that are the dailies are, of course, just redone in my mind? I have a funny feeling it's the New Game Plus that's closer to what you actually wind up doing. New Game Plus? New Game Plus. Redo all the story quests. All the important story quests are redone at level. So you have to do the MSQ, currently at level 100. Oh. I like this. This is a nice change in touch. You know, flowing water down here. Water point there for the chocobo. Food, water. Cooled watermelons, a little gate for them. Very cute. Right? Bit of a hedge in the background, too, just to help with the whole elements to it. Details. There's one problem with this swing. The engineer in me tells me I don't trust this part here. I think this is going to hit here. I'd want to cut a notch into this piece of the tree. Would it be cool to have a house that's built into a tree? It would be very cool. Especially if you could do it well. I mean, when you cut into a tree's core wood, you're literally removing the strength of the tree. Because a tree's strength's based on the core, its trunk. Yeah, most of that wood is dead, and technically some of it still carries sap and stuff on it. And if you find where the wood that you could physically cut out, it's not dead, but it's not living. It's like fingernail, right? It's material that doesn't hurt the tree if it's removed. That's why birds and other animals can burrow into a tree without killing the tree. Right? So you'd want a way to cut into the tree, replace the inner strength that you cut out with your own material. And you'd probably want to actually seal the material as well. Like, if you could, add a sealant to the inside walls as well. Nothing that hurts the tree, but something that would seal it, protect it from anything getting into it from the inside. Right? You don't want mold or fungus to get in there, because that will destroy the tree. Okay. Yeah, that would work. Yep. So, you know, erected pillars to carry the weight. And then it's only because it's 3 out of 4 I'm willing to wait. It's like, just one person more. It's just like, but yeah, that would be okay. You'd have to find a tree, right? I suspect you could probably do it with multiple plants, multiple trees planted close enough together to sort of to do it. That's true. Or a really, really big tree, like those big big redwoods could do it, but those are thousands of years old. Bit of a wait to get your tree going. It's like, but they cut big grooves out for cars to go through. They did. But those were done by people who understood how much wood needed to stay behind in order to keep the tree together. And they were sealed with, like, I think they used just, what was it? What's the word? Not tar. It's not pitch. Creosote. To seal the trees. And it's cedar as well, which is fairly resistant to material of that nature, because of what it puts through. That would work? Yeah, sort of. Building on the outside would be easier. Combination would be interesting. Yep. But I suspect, and this is the more fun part, Mycospore would probably be a better option. Mushroom. Giant mushroom? Giant mushroom. Right? The possibility of doing giant mushrooms would be very, very fun. In fact, if I remember rightly, one of the games, the Master of Orion series, actually had genetically engineered fungus specifically that would grow on barren and radiated and toxic worlds. Yes, it was one of those biotech ones. Oh yeah, very good one too. Most people would be like, "What?" But it also just generally increased food production by 1. Ah, so right, you know, it's one of those hella late game techs. That was a good game. Lots of nuance, lots of things. I won by every possible winning strategy, too. Though, I had to laugh. I had to absolutely laugh with one victory. Set up to be the aggressive warlord, massive fleet, attack everything guy, and won with a diplomatic, right, and was elected leader of the galaxy. I was just like, someone would declare war. I'd arrive at the thing and get ready to fight. They'd go, here, have the world, and we'll sue for peace. And I was like, okay. Spy on me, declare war. Fine. Let's launch an attack fleet over to them. Wait, nope, you can have this world. Fine. Cool. Hey, there's enough people. We've contacted enough people. We're going to have the first Galactic Council. Okay, this usually goes with no one getting elected. Oh, yeah, you're on the elector thing. What? How? By the way, yeah, everyone hereby votes you in. Ugh. Fine. Well, there's all sorts of tricks. Right? Your picks dictate what you're going to go for victories, ideally. That's okay. It's going to be a late run tonight. Just because the game well, the game could go super fast. I've had that. Yeah, the fastest games. Complete not even 1 round. It's like, ha 13 orphans in the first round. Bam! As East first thing. So it's like, ping, go. Good times. Wind Up Judy, Chloe Westknight, and Estrella Night Stalker. Type in the evening to say good evening to everybody. Salute from Estrella. Salute from Judy. And a salute from Chloe. What do I have? Starting off as East, I'm not going to start by throwing a wind. Got an okay hand. Four, 5, 7, 9. 6, 7. Got a pair. 5, 6, 7. Nice. Want to throw the east? Arrow ones. Okay, skip. That can help. I'll take the bonus there because I can get the extra here. Should have thought about throwing the 9. Debatable. 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6. That 4 may not see so good anymore. I do want to try for a Tanyo hand. That's throwing what I am. No green's been thrown. Could get the other 7.
Small mercies, I suppose.
Not I. Ouch. 2, 3, 4. That, and Dora and Akidora. Well played, Judy. Let's force that. I know it's my wind. I should have thrown the east first, but north and west. Possibly could have had some fun with that. Hard to say, though. Ain't that the truth? I got 6, 7, 8, and I've got 5, 6, 7 over here. That's a Dora Akidora, so that's 2. Did it come to it? That's 3 with the Akidora over there. That's another pair. That doesn't help my position.
Tread cautiously now.
They've thrown south. They've also thrown 2 character, so I can do those without hurting myself. Here's the trick. Damn.
Unfortunate, but such is life.
Not much I can do with that one.
We shall make up for
Not
the
a big
ground
one.
we lost, yes?
Second place. What do you got? Got the door there. Air. Possible. 1/9 dragon. Three pair. So far, everyone's thrown for Tanyo. You threw Akidora. That frightens me a little. I think it's characters they're building for over here. Definitely not building circle. Okay. I know I'm asking for trouble. Gets away with it. 3 and 2 both been thrown, so I think I'm safer to throw those.
Sometimes there is simply no knowing.
I had a feeling. That's 1,000. It's only a Dora.
We shall make up for the ground
1,300.
we lost, yes?
Mm-hmm. So they're ahead of me by 600. Okay. 2,200. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Cool. I work with that. Three, 4. I work with that. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. So I dropped the 1. Don't drop the 1. It's got my pair of 4s. Four, 5, 6. Mm-hmm. Get a 7. Ricci. It is, so I get the 2 or 7, and we do it. Even more so. That's a pawn. Mm-hmm. Still get 2 or 7, we can just turn it into a pinfu. Out on a 2? I'm surprised I didn't say... oh, right. I'm missing over here. Should have thrown the 8. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thrown the 8. Oh well, is what is. So this is sort of... Well, they've already thrown 8, so that's not so bad. Didn't even get a chance on that one. Wouldn't have done it anyway. I'd have to throw the 1. I could have done it, actually.
Wow, this looks promising.
Got 4, 5, 6, pair of 4, looking for 2. 1 down, 3 tiles out.
Victory is at hand, is it not? You put forth your best effort. Well done.
East 4. Okay, I have my wind. I have east wind. That's a pair. Green dragon's pretty much dead. Don't bother keeping it. Goofy. Okay. This now scares me a bit.
Tread cautiously now. Small mercies, I suppose.
Works for me. Right. It's just a quick wind, Dora.
We shall need to hone our wits if we are to triumph.
Yay! Second place. It was just a case of, I'm in the lead, I'm just going to call it and go. Hey, I don't blame people for that. Certainly don't. No, I do not. Right? You know, I think it's the way you should do it. In a short match when you know you're on the way out? Absolutely. What's the point in hanging out and risking it? Unless you got a really greedy hand, and it's like... Sometimes greed is good, and sometimes greed is bad. Was it rules of acquisition? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, we're going to leave you and run away for another day. Yeah, tomorrow timer's reset. We'll basically be back here for more stuff and go, pretty much. We're looking to basically gear up our stuff for endgame more. Coming on to... Oh, we're at least 1 year in now. Absolutely. So we got 1 year more before the next possible rumblings of the next major update. Meaning the next expansion pack. You know what fun that's going to be? Especially seeing we seem to have the Asians back, but these ones will be the Sundered ones, because the Unsundered we already put in the round. Oh well, we'll have to see how we do. If we're dealing with Sundered, it's going to be a real pain in the butt. Because it's only the ones that are going to be left are the ones that aren't in absorbatables. Yay. Anyway, we're going to run away. So let me say we'll be back 7:30 Mountain Standard, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, and thank you if you tuned in tonight. Yay! And if you catch this on replay, hey, thank you. And if you're watching this on the YouTube VOD update, this will be under Some Fantastic Evening, General Play. Thank you. With all that, I've got to run. So till next time, laters!